Well, we have now finished thermoforming our flowers, and we will grab our 36 wires, the floral tape in our kit, and our two, let me move this one from here because this is not pertaining here. And we will just, very simple, actually it's kind of like 8 buds. So you're gonna open our wire, open our buds, and very easy. Each little set has 150 buds, so you're gonna use like 8 of them, 8 per flower. So it's just very simple. We're just gonna grab them up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 8. You're gonna try to get them as straight as possible. So you're just gonna straighten them out. You know, you don't want one too taller than the other one. We're gonna close them up. You can use your needle nose pliers here, or we can just bend it, or you can just glue them like that to the very edge. If you don't want to use your needle nose pliers. So we are going to use our silicone gun and just kind of glue this. And hold them up. You will cut, it's just little tiny little like 3 to 4 inches, and we will wrap this around right here. Even smaller. So you just want, so we're gonna do 36 of these. I left it too long, and just wrap it all the way down. If you left it too long, you can cut it. And you are going to insert it and just put a little bit of glue. So when we insert it, it just makes a little hole. And you may want to leave it up here like that so you can see a little bit of green. Or me personally, I just like the buds coming out. So we're going to push the little thing up here. Like that. Put a little bit of glue. It doesn't show too much. Then you have your hydrangea flower. So this times 36, guys. So we're gonna do the next one. We're gonna pick 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to fold in half. We're going to cut a little piece now, this time a little bit smaller, 3 inches, and we're just going to kind of wrap it around. Just to make sure it comes out good. Put glue. Make sure it is glued properly. Careful not to burn yourself here. So just let it dry a little bit before you do that, so you won't and once you have this, you just wrap it with your little floral tape. There you go. And we're gonna do the next one. You can also decide to put glue in here, because while you're pushing it down, I'm gonna push it a little bit more. I don't want the green to show too much, just a little bit. So I'm gonna push it down, put a little bit. Here you gotta hide the glue a little bit more than in the back, because when you do that, you wanna push. So I'm gonna put some in the back just to make sure it stays. And there's flower number 2. Just checking this little glue from here. Now I'm gonna use with the another technique so you can see with the other glue and with needle nose pliers, which is another way to go about it. So I'm going to grab 2. Now this one tore. 1, 2, 3, 7. This one tore. Oh, 8. And we're going to, ooh, that's weird. First time I get some tearing, but. So we're going to fold in half. Now we're gonna use a needle nose plier, so if you wanna use this other technique. So what I do here, it's a little bit less messy. You fold like a little hook. And you're going to pass them through the little hook. And then you're going to press your hook to hold the buds upwards. So you just press this. And then you press it back in, just to hold it straight. And now, with this, I use the glue I usually use, just like this, a little bit. The 369 glue that you can find it on our website. It's a little bit less messier because it's just kind of like a little dab. So we're going to wrap this around like that, around the hook stems. You won't get your fingers as gluey. And then you are going to stick it through the flower. Once you're closer to the part you want to put that, this is where you're going to put the glue where you want it here. Press it all the way until it gets to that place where you want it to be glued. Twist it a little bit. And then we're going to do the same in the back. We're just going to put a little dab, you know, just to hold it in place. And we've got our third one. So we're going to continue. We're going to do the same 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. And we're gonna fold. We're gonna get the next, make a little hook, put it in through the hook, fold it upwards, press our hook right where the buds are, right there, and then you want to close this up. There you have it. So now we're just going to grab 2 little inches, you don't need a lot, of your floral tape, and we're going to put it up. I need to put a little bit of glue just to make sure our floral tape sticks pretty well to our buds. And we are going to wrap it so cute around it. And we're going to go all the way down. So here you have this. We're going to do our same. Stick it through the flower. Once we get like to the height, I want a little bit of green to show. You may not want anything to show, and you're just going to twist it here, making sure it sticks. And then just close it up a little bit more, put a little bit more glue. Now we're going through that. So we're going to go the next one. Fold. We grab 8 buds. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And here we go. How pretty is that? We stick them through here. We press our hook. Pressed it a little bit too low. It's right. It's supposed to be pressed right where the buds are. And then we just close it up. Make sure it doesn't stand up like that. We put a little bit of our 369 glue. And we cut our little strip. Make sure it's standing up straight, right? We want it to stand up straight and glued to each other. So we're gonna wrap this around right here. And there's another little bud. This is a little bit time consuming, but hydrangeas are a long one, all right, especially because each little flower is highly, you know, delicate. But you do want to make a statement with your finished flower. So we're just going to put a little bit of look at that, how pretty. So there we go, 5. We'll do the next one. So it's not that bad, it's just like 36. And before you know it, you're done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You may want to stretch them out like this. And you push them in. Make sure right now that when you press your with your nose pliers, you want to press the very edge where the white buds are. There we go. Now we just fix this up a little bit. And we're going to put a little, cut a little piece out. Put a little dab of glue to make sure these all like stick together. And helps with the floral foam. With a floral tape, I'm sorry. And we are going to wrap them around. So the hydrangea also comes in blue. I don't know if it's going to come in white also, but you can give it the tone you want. If it's for a wedding, it's a beautiful flower for a wedding centerpiece. So we go in through here. We're going to put a little dab of glue here. Make sure it glues to the foam. And then a little dab of glue back here, just to give it a little extra support. So look how pretty it starts looking all together. Look at that. So before you know it, you're gonna have some awesome, awesome flower. And it's really big. It looks so big and it looks so beautiful. So we're going to continue. And that's only with 6 flowers. So we are going to continue. I'm going to open them up a little bit here because they're kind of stuck. So 1, 2, these are glued together. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me get this one out. 7, 8. We're gonna get them as straight together as possible. So, put it under the camera, I'm sorry. So, as close to the white stuff so you can press it. Well, these are not my favorite nose pliers. I got my favorite that I can't find actually. So I'm gonna go buy my other favorite ones. These are used more for wiring, you can see here, but they're not my favorite ones. I guess everybody has their own favorite tools. So we're gonna cut a little bit. And I am going to put a little bit of this glue. You can use the other glue. The only thing is, since it's very delicate, it can get a little bit messy. You know, it's so very tiny, tiny. And that's when you burn yourself, right? Look at that, how pretty. So we're gonna go to the next one. Now, I think I'm gonna time lapse the rest. I think you all got it. We're gonna put a little bit of glue. And then a little bit dab over here. Look at how pretty. So we're going to continue with the rest. So we're going to continue. Now I'm going to go all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So So we kind of open our little buds, and we're going to make 14 little sets of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9, but it doesn't matter. You know, you can have a little extra bud here and there. Like, I think you're gonna have some leftovers, so you know, you can do some of 9. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. And you're going to have several leftovers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, if you want to use them all, because you're going to have some leftovers where you can do more flowers, you can use them for many, many things. Handheld flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think that's 14, but let's make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we got lots of leftovers, so that is a good thing. So we're going to put them back in our little bag and use them for our next flowers. You can actually do several with these. So it's always good to have some extra stuff. So we're going to put this in here. I do not like these pliers. These are not my favorite pliers. Close it up. Here we go. I think they need some oil or something on them. So it's always good to have your best tool. See, this one came a little bit shorter on one side, but it's still gonna do. Well, this one kind of broke, so since we have so many, I'm gonna grab actually 2. Instead of 8, I'm gonna do it with 9. I left it too long, you just stretch it up. Sometimes it's easier to do one step for the 36 and another step for the 36, but for tutorial purposes, actually when I cut, I sometimes cut with an X-Acto and a big ruler, and I cut several flowers at the same time. So here other one didn't get that tight here. As you can see, it moves, so I'm going to tighten it up a little bit more. There we go. See, I need to oil this. No, I think I grabbed too many. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I put it all together. Come back in here. And we're going to close it up. Wasn't that tight on this, you can see. So we're going to have to make it a little bit tighter. There we go, so they don't move. So I should have put them on the side, but I'm trying to have everything within the camera. But you don't want to have work on it and then have it get all messed up again. But for camera purposes, we're going to have to do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close it here. So we got close it up. Don't close that well. I don't like it. Just close it right here. One more to go. 5, 6, 7, 8, and we need 1 from here. Let me put 2. One more. So we are now almost finished with this part. Now we're going to cut our little tape. So we've got all of these done. Now we're going to cut several little tips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably like 30 little pieces because we had done 7, so it's 36, so it's 29, so we're going to cut several. Just going to have these. If we need more, we cut more. So we're going to start. Put a little bit of dab of this glue. And we put our floral tape around it. Make sure it's tight. And we just go all the way down. Close it up, put a little dab of glue, tighten up, dab of glue, close it up, dab of glue, I have a feeling this one's a little bit long, the floral tape, but we're just going to have to make it a little bit fatter up here. Not that long, just a little bit. Or dab of glue, and retwist, dab of glue, and there we go. Another one. Dab of glue. So this is, you know, it's therapeutic. I love doing flowers. Now that I have to do a lot, I kind of sometimes do get tired of doing flowers. But I just so enjoy the creation process of it all. I'm sure you will too. It's going to be such a full hydrangea. It's going to look beautiful. And there we go. Go. Gorgeous. I don't know, I love hydrangeas in wedding. This is a perfect flower for a wedding, especially if you can do it in white and give it the tones of whatever the bridesmaids are. Like white with sea, like turquoise. Oh, I love those color hydrangeas. This one's a little bit loose, so it's not as tight as the other ones, but the glue will help. We just want this a little bit close. Go. We got no more tape, so how many do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we need to cut 13 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So here we go, and we're going to continue. This one's a little bit lost. Looks kind of funny. Looks like a little spider. So we're gonna continue all these, and once we have them ready, I will start recording again, just how to insert them and continue. So you already know the process, and this you can continue and get ready for the next step. Now I'm gonna finish our 36 flowers. And we are ready. We have finished these up. And now we're just gonna glue them, insert them, put a little dab of glue, and finish them up. So we are one. We put glue where we want it to kind of stick. And we push it in there. And we just put a little dab here, just to make it a little bit sturdier. And we got flower two. And this should be really fast. Go in. A little dab of glue around here. And now back here. Next one. Insert it. Glue. And glue. Insert it. Glue. And a little dab of glue here in the back too. Insert it. Make sure push it up. And dab of glue. This one you may want to put, if you have this little thing tape here, you may want to put a little bit of glue there too. Just pass it really fast so it doesn't glue right there. Okay, awesome. Glue. A little bit of continue on the next one. So we're going to finish this up and go to the next step. We're going to go to the next step and grab our 3 14 gauge wires from our kit, and we are going to glue the wire to the back of the leaf, and that's about it. Got one. How pretty it looks. Then you're going to glue the second one. If you feel you want it a little bit more sturdy, you can close it up like this and stretch it out. You know, like we do some leaves. It just gives it a different, more pointy, and the hydrangea leaf is a little bit kind of round, you know, so you may want to try to do this without hiding the wire completely, because you do want it a little bit round. The hydrangea leaf is a little bit roundier. So if you've done other giant flowers, you'll notice we hide lots of them because they're leaves that are a little bit more marked. This one's a little bit more ruffled. So I'm just going to leave it a little bit where people can see. You know, and most of them, when we do this, we hide it, but we don't want it to turn too pointy. You know, it's kind of like a round leaf. So we got our 3 little pointy leaves. Here we go, we're gonna do the third one. let it fold there a little bit. And then I'm just going to round it out a little bit. See if it gets a little bit glue on the side without turning too pointy. So you should see the wire a little bit. So you've got your 3 completely finished leaves ready for the next step. So hello again. We now have all our pieces done. We're gonna make sure they're all, the bottom of the wire is all at the same height. You know, right here, you want to get them all down to the base, because it's going to go into a perfect little circle. And you're gonna leave like 6 inches, so it's 12. So they're all being very, very straight here. You want them all, because they're all the same height. And you want it to open in half a circle. So you're gonna close this up here. And we are going to tighten up approximately 6 inches, because you want, it's 18 inch, the wires are 18 inches, so you want it 6, you go on at 12, so it's going to be, actually it's a 24 inch flower. So I am going to tie this up. You want to start open the side ones up a little bit, because it's going to get tight right at the very edge. So right where you're going to start, you're going to grab a little cord. You can use a little throw. You can even use the same glue, because you want your flowers, these are going to be opened up. So we are going to put, I am actually going to put a little zip tie here, or even the floral tape. So I'm just going to put a little bit of floral tape to have it stick. Make sure it doesn't move. And you may want to put just a little, once you have it a little bit tight, so it won't move like a little bouquet. So here you go, you're gonna tighten this up. You're just gonna do a bouquet. So here you go. I am going to put a little bit of, actually now I'm gonna use the silicone glue. This is going to be a little bit, so I'm going to put silicone glue right around here, and then tighten it up with more floral tape. Remember, there you can use whatever you have at hand to kind of make sure this is tight. Whatever you can find at hand. I'm actually going to put a little bit more glue now. Tie it up. You don't want to put too much, because this little thing has to go through the PVC pipe, okay? So you don't want it to be too wide right here. Put a little bit more. All the way down. And you want to continue all the way down. So all these are at the same. I put down here just to make sure all this closes really nice. Once you have this done, now you want to make sure the outer ones are the ones that open up. Okay, so we got this one on the outside, and you want to fold it right there. you want to go halfway. This one's on the outside, you want to go halfway. Like a perfect circle, right? And then this one, like a perfect circle. You want each flower to be noticeable, so I'm going to open this one down here. This one down here. A little bit of blue with this one. I think it got close to this, so there we go. So we're going to start opening them up, and they are just, you want to have the perfect circle. Well, actually it's not the perfect circle, it's actually half a circle. Not good. You know, like a hydrangea is like a total half circle if you, there are some, there are more like, man, I think I put them close with each other, so we got to be careful with that. While they were still trying. So look at this beauty. It is coming just gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And that's it. You have your hydrangea built. So I'm going to look at it from the top side. So I want you to see it from the upper side. So I'm going to put, just to make sure these are open like this, half a circle. You will accommodate once they're on the, so I'm going to put a little bit more glue here and make it a little bit sturdier. And put a little bit more floral tape. A little bit more glue, make sure they're all pretty tight. So, and this is our from the inside. So we're going to go on to our next step. We're almost there. So this is an exciting part. We are on our last step. We've got our giant floral foam that's in your kit. You've got your 3 finished flowers, and you've got your flower finish. So we are going to start assembling our hydrangea. We open up our bendable pipe and we open it up. We give it a little form. Be careful it doesn't break. Usually it doesn't, but sometimes it'll bend in the middle if it's been too cold. So we're gonna start wrapping up the floral tape. We may want to use a little bit of glue right at the top, so you know, so the tape won't slide, because it is PVC, so it tends to be kind of slippery with the tape. So we're going to start going. And now the hydrangea, I don't know if you've noticed, it has one leaf really close to, really in the bottom of the flower. So I'm going to put one leaf with this looking down right here. You may want to put it right to the edge, or right, I like it a little bit out because I think I can move the flower around a little bit more. So I like to leave some wire out. But it's really up to you how you prefer it to look. So I'm going to keep on going. You may want, it's really up to however you feel like the flower you want it to look. If you want the leaves at the top or you want them all scattered through the pipe, depends. If it's a centerpiece for a table and people are going to be sitting around, I suggest you leave the leaves as high as possible. So it won't bother anybody's view, right? You know, like in the weddings that they have this. So we're just gonna keep on going. I'm gonna leave this one tall. I'm gonna put two on top, and then I'm gonna put this one like in the middle of it. So I'm going to do this one right here. So I'm just going to add this one, although it's on the same side, so I've got to move it a little bit towards the side so it won't be on the same side of the flower. Now I'm going to push it a little bit out. Oh, it's already too much out. So. Now I think I grabbed a tape from another kit because it does have 10 yards, so probably one that was, let me continue, grab another one. It is 10 yards long, so it does do the whole flower, but I got the wrong tape. So I'm gonna unite it here, just make sure. Now that's not going to happen to you because you've got the kit, but I have so many all over the place. That I don't know which one is in which box anymore. So we're going to wrap it around all the way down. Put it here, place some glue, and close it up. Look at this beauty. So then you're just going to open your leaves. And we are going to set our stem inside. Push it in there, and then you want to, I don't know if you can see right there, and you just wrap a little bit more floral tape around it. Let me cut it off. And you are finished with your giant hydrangea, and it should look gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. And there it is. Look at this gorgeousness. A little bit of glue here. Congratulations, you are now done.